Our top story tonight. In a highly anticipated event, Robert Space Industries launched the Zeus MK2, showcasing its cutting-edge design and advanced capabilities. The Zeus MK2 is a reimagined design of the original, the former gaining recognition as the first commercially available, quantum-capable ship, which ushered in a new era of exploration for humanity. The original Zeus was built on the groundwork of Dr. Scott Childress and his theoretical quantum core technology, the first proto delivered back in 2075.
It's RSI style, but we feel it's almost a improvement upon the style. It's sort of an evolution of the style. You can see the technological advancement of RSI.
And speaking of that advancement, RSI is coming off an incredible run, outperforming the market over the past few years. With the steady supply of new product launches, they continue to outpace the market average and gain market share. This performance was accelerated with the introduction of RSI's new variant of the Ursa rover, the Medevac. The Medevac filled a gap in the market, with customers looking for a ground-based medical vehicle to provide support and emergency care on the front line. Affectionately referred to as the NURSA, this variant gained praise with its reliability. The Medevac has demonstrated high initial quality, along with reduced maintenance and repair costs, which has helped make it the go-to medical vehicle in multiple fleets. That, combined with a high ground speed and extended range, has helped RSI capture spend for customers who wanted medical frontline capability. But the development doesn't stop there. RSI has numerous concepts in the pipeline, and it appears more than their competitors, with a total of 4 launches expected this year alone. Citizen News was able to obtain these images of the current pipeline. Leading off, we've got the Polaris, a capital corvette, which the industry is speculating could be released within the next few months. Next up is the Perseus, a frontline gunship deemed a support craft, due next year, and the much anticipated Apollo medical ship. While the Apollo still has no projected release date, the market is actively looking for an alternative to the Cutlass Red. This robust product pipeline is just part of the reason for their strong performance. The rest is chalked up to build quality and design, which brings us back to the Zeus MK2. As part of the launch, RSI provided Citizen News with an early press kit. It was a Zeus Explorer known as the ES, and even better, it came adorned with the limited Solstice paint. So we headed to New Babbage to meet with RSI and have them walk us through the new Zeus and discuss its capabilities.
The exterior of the Zeus ES has got that very kind of iconic RSI arrowhead shape. It keeps the kind of central fuselage, but you've got this big kind of central mass with these lovely kind of quite fast and aggressive looking wings, which I think builds on what RSI as a brand are kind of really about.
The ES is the exploration-focused variant of the Zeus, so it has a modest-sized cargo bay, larger hydrogen and quantum fuel tanks, a larger radar, and a more spacious living area. The CL, the cargo version, maximizes its cargo capacity from 32 to 128 SCU at the expense of just really cramming in the living quarters to be much more compact.
Performance-wise, the Zeus is capable, with a nav speed of 1,050 meters per second and an SEM speed of 200 meters per second. Size-wise, it's bigger than most of its competitors, but apparently it handles like something much smaller.
So the cockpit is quite tight. You've got a nice kind of 3-person cockpit up the front, and the seating arrangement echoes that kind of arrow shape that we see on the exterior of the ship, and that just helps to make the pilot have the important up front seat, but also just ties everything together a little bit, which is lovely.
One great feature is the all-glass canopy. You can tell RSI has advanced their design language, as this is a massive improvement over the Constellation.
As we go back through the ship, we go into the airlock and the engineering area. One of the things we realized as we kind of got into production was that there was maybe a few too many doors. This really was the ideal place to kind of remove one of those and open that area up a little bit.
The engineering area is well laid out and spacious. Everything you need is right at your fingertips, including the panel and the terminal, to allow quick work of any problems.
And then as we go back through the corridor section, we have like a bit of a crossroads, so you can either go into the kitchen area, or on the right we've got the habitation area, where we've got 3 beds, toilet, a nice little seating area, lockers, and everything you need really in terms of a hab. And then as we go into the back of the ship, that's really where we get to our larger ship components and our cargo area.
We've thoroughly enjoyed our time with the Zeus and even got to test out its flight characteristics. RSI is right, the Zeus does feel nimble for a ship of this size. If there is one positive takeaway from this new ship, It's that the design language is great, but more importantly, it's extremely functional. It's got a great layout. So how does the Zeus stack up against its competitors? It's a difficult market segment, and there's a lot of consumer options. We wanted to look objectively at how the Zeus stacks up against the competition. Its primary competitors are the Drake Cutlass Black, the Crusader C1 Spirit, and the Misk Freelancer. In terms of overall hauling capacity, the Zeus ES has the lowest SCU capacity, roughly half the payload of the Cutty and the Freelancer. But the Zeus CL is actually top of the range. It's certainly worth considering should you need to haul more goods, even if that additional capacity does limit access to your components. With respect to quality, this is where the reporting gets interesting. Off the top, it's worth noting that RSI has a solid reputation, and their products hold up consistently over time. When racked and stacked against competitors, all manufacturers seem to hold up reasonably well, with the exception of Drake Interplanetary. In terms of depreciation, Drake trends abnormally high, outpacing nearly all manufacturers in the market. The Zeus is one of the larger ships in the segment, only the Spirit is longer. It's worth noting that the overall speed of the Zeus is lower than average, with 1,050 meters per second, besting only the Freelancer. Now, doing our due diligence, we did reach out to Drake Interplanetary to get some feedback on the Zeus launch, and some commentary around their quality metrics. Whether the depreciation and repair costs are due to poor build quality, or the use and stresses put onto their equipment remains hard to determine. The team at Drake refused to come on camera, but did provide some commentary around the recent reports. From all of us at Citizen News, we hope you enjoyed this special report, and we'll have another installment out soon. I'm Frank Lee Don't Give a Damn, signing off. Stay safe out there, citizen.